Imagine a 4-year-old boy squirming loose from Grandpa's hand and then falling off a bridge into river rapids to be swept off out of sight into a distant lake. The father goes in after his son, and Grandpa gets into a boat at the lake. Just as the boat is heading out, a total stranger jumps in. A stranger that knows CPR. The family calls her a miracle, and this morning we call her a hero.
And we were just sitting there enjoying the view and snacking, and we had met some people going the other way. When we came down from a bridge that we just crossed, we met some people going the other way, and they had 2 little boys with them. They were really cute. We commented and talked to them. And the next thing we know, we hear shouting from a man running down the path back toward us, saying that his grandson had fallen into the water, into the creek.
4-year-old Mason and his family from Provo, Utah, were hiking near Waterton Lakes at the U.S.-Canada border. Marcia and her friends from Carson, Washington, were hiking at the same spot at the same time.
After visiting relatives in Waterton and celebrating Canada Day last week, the Jones family from Provo decided to go for an easy hike.
It's a hike that we've been on many times.
Blair Goetz was holding his 4-year-old grandson's hand when young Mason started to wiggle away.
And he kind of pulled me off balance, and at the same time Mason spun around, and as he spun around I lost his grip.
Mason fell nearly 30 feet into a swift-moving creek, hitting his head on the way down. His father went after him.
It was terrifying because I took off my shoes and I climbed down the rocks as fast as I could and jumped in and started swimming as fast as I could.
But the water was moving so fast he couldn't reach his son. This map shows where Mason fell into the water and the lake the creek empties into. By the time they floated to the lake, Mason's grandfather had a boat.
And he's going, help, help. My grandson fell into the creek, and he had a little boy under his arm. And he passed me and went for the boat, which was sitting there, and that's apparently how they got there, because we were 4.5 miles from nowhere, basically, from anywhere. And so he ran for his boat, so I just went, and I almost missed the boat. He started pulling off, and I just kind of, I got in the boat. He didn't ask me to get out. He started out into the water, into the lake. Here comes a man swimming, and he points, and there's this little boy face down in the water, just limp. And I couldn't reach him, but the grandfather came over, and I guess he just hauled him up. I don't know, but he was on the floor of the boat. And I also didn't notice, but the man who was the father, somehow he got in too, and we took off.
I saw him pull him into the boat. His lips were blue, and his ears were blue, and he wasn't moving at all.
Here's the part the family considers a miracle. While getting his boat, Goetz ran into a hiker who knew CPR.
Marcia is a lifeguard who is kept certified by her boss, who is trained as an instructor for the Red Cross.
Then, when the boy came into the boat, I didn't even really check him very much. He was clearly blue and, not breathing. So I started mouth to mouth, and as things unfolded, it's hard for me to remember how it happened, but somehow the father and I ended up doing mouth to mouth and CPR alternately, chest compressions. And it took us probably not 5 minutes to get to the dock. And then paramedics, there was paramedic there, there was several people there who jumped in and said they were taking over.
The right people were in the right place at the right time with the right skills, and we are just extremely fortunate that occurred.
I just think it's kind of a miracle that you can do that, that you can bring somebody back, but it's just in knowing how to do it.